Started to feel like shit heading to the worst. I wouldn't even make a dial if you put me on the climb. Let me be there for a while. When I look into your eyes, I don't see the same smile. Probably blame me for the drugs I was on before you found me.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Man B, aka Piff. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking out another video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as we on the road to 700. Please and thank you. Share this video to any of your platforms. It only take a second to get your boy voice heard, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, WeChat, any of the platforms. Just share this video. Like the video so we can at least get a couple more views on the video. Please and thank you, and comment down below and tell me what you think about this topic as well. So today, I wanted to go in on these Democrats, and I wanted to go in on the liberals who have the same ideology as, the ignorance that present themselves on TV every day, and who still tends to lie to the public and the people who won't realize that, they're being lied to. The title of the video is Liberals Are Stupid. I mean, it is what it is to try to, I know it might sound wrong to categorize a whole group of people because of the way that they vote, but they tend to throw us all in one type of basket as well when, something comes out on the left, and if we don't agree with it, if we don't agree with radical leftism or anything LGBTQ, or we just don't agree with anything that the left presents, then, it's a conservative this, a conservative that, or it's white supremacy. So let's just talk about the ignorance of liberals and, how the main topics and issue that we have out here in today's time is majority because of liberal practices. So I'm gonna let Sean Hannity and Don Bongino talk, and then I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Learning tonight that the suspect in that vicious attack against a 65-year-old Asian woman inside a Midtown Manhattan building this week was on parole after being convicted of killing his own mother back in 2002. Brandon Elliott, 38, lives in a nearby hotel that serves as a homeless shelter, been charged with assault as a hate crime and attempted assault as a hate crime, and is being held without bail. And the doorman who stood by and did nothing has reportedly been suspended. This on top of a commission to look into policing in New York to put a cop killer on the commission. Joining us now, Fox News contributor Dan Bongino. I get so angry on all sides of this. This is what $1 billion cut to your police department looks like. This is what not punishing criminals and murderers looks like. Your reaction?
Yeah, Sean, this is the kind of thing as a street cop in the 7-5 precinct in East New York, Brooklyn. This is the kind of thing you saw every day. And if you didn't witness it directly, you saw the results of it. Now with the proliferation of surveillance cameras and phone cameras everywhere, the public's seeing it too. You're seeing the results of what happens when you let a city descend into total chaos. It may have been the kind of thing, 30 years ago before we had this mass proliferation of cameras. You'd be like, oh, it's not my neighborhood, so what am I really worried about? Now you see crime up close and personal. And you mentioned a couple things. Yeah, obviously it's the weak on crime approach of the forest fire liberals burning down America's cities, happening in L.A., too, with that disastrous local district attorney out there, Gascon as well, Sean. But this is an abandonment of the Rudy Giuliani-era broken windows policing, where, you know what happened, Sean? You jumped a turnstile. They stopped you. They didn't let you go. You had your name checked for breaking the law. If you didn't have any warrants, you got off with maybe a summons. But if you did, you went to jail. And you know what happened? The people who jumped the turnstile were the same people like this guy who went on the train and beat the crap out of people.
Dan, I'm going to tell you something. I blame the people that let this guy out. This guy killed his mother. Why would Andrew Cuomo have a police commission and literally appoint a convicted cop killer? on the commission, on top of $1 billion cut to the NYPD, on top of catch and release, and if you commit a crime in New York, there's no bail.
Can I just be honest with you? Why?
Tell me.
Let me listen. I covered this on my show today. I had like a 5-minute rant because liberals are stupid. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that offends you, but not you personally. I mean, liberals are just dumb. Oh, don't say that. They're just stupid. Hey, let's let criminals out early on bail through bail reform. Let's not arrest people anymore for minor crimes. Let's let them roam the streets. And let's attack the police. And oh my gosh, it turns into Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. How the hell did that happen? Because you're stupid. Is there any... Sean, it's your show. Please give me another explanation. I'll wait. Let me turn it to those. Sean Hannity, what is the explanation for the explosion in crime in New York? I mean, what is it? What's the other explanation? You have to be stupid to not understand what would have happened when you go easy on criminals and hard on cops.
That video, that woman could have been murdered there. Kicked her right in the head again and again. Boom. You know, unbelievable. All right. Yeah, thank you, Dan Bongino. All right.
All right. So I want to know, do y'all agree with what Sean Hannity and Dan Bongino said? Because this is the main reasons why you see now a lot of these agents are coming out and talking about, you know, hey, we need to stop attacks on Asian American or Pacific Islanders or whatnot. But what they fail to realize is a lot of these people that are attacking them are repeat offenders of our communities. So before there was attacks on these specific type of people, they were attacking their own people first. And that's what a lot of these other races fail to realize, that a lot of this stuff been going on for years in our community. And now that the world is seeing how violent we are towards other communities, now it's an act against violence, when at the end of the day, we still haven't had any type of acts against violence in the black community. But you know, the reason why is because of, like I said, the left, the liberals, the Democrats, they love the criminals. They love to make criminals martyrs. They love to do stuff like this where you can kill your mother and still be rehabilitated into, you know, into civilianhood. So that's why we say stuff like, you know, a lot of y'all vote for the same thing that y'all claim to be against. I don't want to hear nothing about how black people are being targeted and we're being arrested and we're doing this, that, and the third, and we spend all this time in jail and this, that, and the third, and whoop-de-woo, all these different type of black liberal talking points that they make. And then when stuff like this happen, we're silent about it. We're silent about it, excuse me. So the funny thing is, when I think about, or when I look at stuff like this, is every one of these liberal or these black people these black liberal talking points, even white liberals, but I'm really not too concerned about them. Every one of their talking points over time and time is being debunked more and more. So we spend so much time taking up for the criminals when at the end of the day, this is what happens when you give criminals slaps on the wrist, or you just think that them spending 10, 20 years in jail or prison, you think that that's just all of a sudden going to change things. And this is a prime example of it not being. So Sean Hannity was right, man. That brother could have killed that woman. I think if he probably would have, you know, kept on stumping, I think that he probably would have. At the end of the day, man, I see a lot of people getting mad at the security guard for not trying to come to the woman's aid. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody mad at ain't nobody mad at the people for sitting there and just looking at George Floyd get his, you know, his neck nailed on. But the country would be a different way if people just stood up and just didn't vote for the same things that got them in the conditions that they're in. So like I said in another video, and I'm gonna keep saying, A lot of y'all set up and marched and protested and did everything for Black Lives Matter last year just to realize that movement didn't even change anything. It didn't save anything. It didn't help us by far with anything. So now that it's at many people's front door now, I guess it's time to face the truth. So you can keep being stupid like Dan Bongino saying, man, and following these liberal laws and these liberal contexts and thinking that Black people in some way are victims. Because we're not. We're savages. Just like we're being presented in the media. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all for checking out another video. Tell me if y'all agree with what I said, disagree. Like I said, man, it's time for more of us start going in on these liberals and their lies. Love y'all, man. See y'all in the next video. Peace.
Started feel like shit, heading to the worst. I wouldn't even make a dial if you put me on the climb. Let me be there for a while. When I look into your eyes, I don't see the same smile. Probably blame me for the drugs. I was on them before you found me. Seem like everybody judged me, so I ain't